The third noble truth, nirvana, the cessation of suffering. The third noble truth proclaims a radical possibility. The cessation of suffering is attainable. This state is called nirvana, which means extinguishing or blowing out like the snuffing of a flame. Nirvana is not a place or a heaven, but the experiential reality of freedom from craving, ignorance, and attachment. It is described as unconditioned, beyond birth and death, peaceful, free from agitation and restlessness, liberating, free from greed, hatred, and delusion. The third truth provides hope and inspiration. Just as a physician offers the assurance that illness can be cured, the Buddha's teaching assures practitioners that liberation is possible in this very life. This cessation is not reserved for saints alone, but is accessible to anyone who walks the path sincerely. The fourth noble truth, magga, the path to the cessation of suffering. Fourth noble truth outlines the noble eightfold path, the practical method to achieve liberation. It is the prescription that cures the illness diagnosed in the first three truths. The eightfold path is divided into three categories: wisdom, prajna, right view, samadhi, understanding the four noble truths; right intention, samma sankappa, cultivating renunciation, loving ethical conduct, seal, our right speech; samavaka, speaking truthfully, kindly, and constructively; right action, sammakamanta, living morally, refraining from harm; right livelihood, samma ajiva, earning a living without causing suffering; mental discipline, samadhi, right effort, samma vayama, preventing and abandoning unwholesome states, cultivating wholesome states; right mindfulness, samasati, cultivating awareness of body, feelings, mind, and phenomena; right concentration, samma samadhi, practicing meditation to achieve deep states of absorption and insight. Together, these practices form a holistic path that transforms the practitioner's understanding, conduct, and consciousness. The eightfold path is not linear but interdependent. Progress in one area strengthens progress in others. The Four Noble Truths as a framework for enlightenment. The Four Noble Truths are not isolated teachings but a dynamic framework. They function in a cyclical and reinforcing way. Recognition of suffering truth, one awakens the need for change. Understanding the cause truth to reveals the roots of bondage. Realizing cessation truth 3 offers the goal of freedom. Walking the path truth provides the method to reach liberation. The Buddha himself summarized his enlightenment as the complete realization of these four truths. Enlightenment Buddhi is nothing other than the direct experience of these truths. In their fullness, the medical analogy, the Four Noble Truths, can be understood through the medical model. Diagnosis, suffering exists. Etiology, the cause is craving and ignorance. Prognosis, the disease can be cured, suffering can cease. Prescription, the Noble Eightfold Path, is the treatment. This analogy highlights the pragmatic and therapeutic nature of Buddhism. The Buddha is often seen as the great physician, treating the universal disease of suffering. The universal relevance of the Four Noble Truths, though taught over 2,500 years ago, the Four Noble Truths remain strikingly relevant today. Modern life, with its material abundance, still leaves people grappling with stress, dissatisfaction, and a search for meaning. The truths provide a timeless framework for navigating challenges. Mindfulness of suffering cultivates empathy and resilience. Recognizing craving helps break free from consumerism and addiction. Cessation inspires hope that peace and happiness are possible. The path offers practical tools, meditation, ethics, and wisdom that are increasingly applied in psychology, healthcare, and education. Thus, the Four Noble Truths continue to serve as a universal guide, transcending cultural and historical boundaries. Conclusion: the Four Noble Truths are the cornerstone of the Buddhist path to enlightenment. They provide a complete framework, acknowledging suffering, identifying its cause, affirming the possibility of liberation, and prescribing a path to achieve it. In the journey to Bodhi, these truths are not abstract doctrines, but lived realities, to be realized through reflection, ethical conduct, and meditation. Enlightenment itself is the deep experiential realization of these truths. The role of the Four Noble Truths in the path of enlightenment is therefore both foundational and transformative. They map the human condition with honesty, provide a diagnosis with clarity, and offer a remedy with compassion. For anyone seeking truth, freedom, and peace, the Four Noble Truths remain an eternal compass pointing toward awakening.